Okay, welcome to the Rise and Prime show, guys. How are we doing right now? How are we doing? I hope we're good. Okay, I hope we're staying safe in this pandemic. Um, no, for real. Seriously, stay safe, guys. First and foremost. But welcome to the Rise and Prime show. um, I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited to embark on this new journey. Like, you guys don't even understand. Like, for those who know me, and if you know me very well, you've probably had one or two or more conversations about deep otherworldly stuff, just breaking down, discussing, dissecting, analyzing things, and that's what we're going to be doing on this show. I'm so excited for this. This is a new endeavor for me. And let's get into it. Let's get into it of everything. Let's bring everything together. So first of all, I'm Amir Prime, by the way. Okay. I'm the creator of this show. And yeah, Prime. Oh, is his last name Prime? It is. And why Prime? Because Prime is, it's the it, right? What it means to be Prime, to be high in excellence and high in all kind of value. It's the highest quality. And that's a name that I adopted for myself, attached it to my name and adopted it, in high school, as a confidence builder. I got the track team all gassed up and excited, called everybody Primes, and it was Prime Nation. And we just went out there and we killed it. And, it just stuck with me. So this is the Rise and Prime show, as I said, and Rise and Prime is just like rise and grind, but it's like the double entendre of it's actually like a double rise. It's like rise and then Prime is like gearing to rise. You know what I mean? So like you see what I did there? You see that little, you know what I mean? I thought it was, a little genius move, whatever. Got to toot my own horn. I wish I had some more stuff on this table here. Listeners, I just have like a minimalist setup. I got my iPad, and my little recording situation going on. So, but yeah. Oh, I have this, I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on. This lion shirt. I don't know. All right. Yeah. Listeners, I have a lion shirt on. It's a National Geographic one. And a very special person gave it to me. And thank you so much. That person knows who they are. And your nosies out there. None of your business who it is. But yeah. So that's like the gist of why this show is called the Rise and Prime show. We're going to rise. We're going to consciously ascend. We're going to, take our brains to places it probably hasn't been, and we're going to do that through sharing and breaking down and analyzing topics and giving our perspectives on it. We'll get to more a little bit into the show after a second. I just want to tell you a little bit more about me. Again, I'm Amir Prime, and I'm also a creator. I heavily align with the cinematic arts. I'm an actor, writer, and filmmaker. And how I got into that, I've always loved the craft of acting, always loved it. Really was heavily inspired by Heath Ledger to really get into it. And just, I started getting into it. And more so, I would say, when I started to go to college. I used to play football, guys. I love the sport, very passionate, but then I realized it just, wasn't my path. And my acting, career basically started when I was in, a community college, and I took the class, and that one acting class, and it was just life changing to be up there and to be able to embody another soul and to tell a story through that way. I just love it. There's everything about it. And I love when an actor just kills a performance, wins an Oscar, different things like that. I just love it. So yeah. And then, became a writer and filmmaker when I moved to New York, because I'm from New Jersey, guys. For those who don't know, I'm from New Jersey. I'm from Plainfield, New Jersey. So when I moved to New York, when I went to another college, in that college, I was actually going to for football. That's Monroe College, and it's in New Rochelle, New York. Again, football did not work out. And, I realized that, let's just try out acting. Let's give it a shot. And I got into a drama club there. I enjoyed that. It was really dope. Just, I was just like I became the leader of that. It almost like when the person who ran the drama club wanted me to run it. And so that was the amazing thing about it. And then I got into acting classes. which were very like important for my acting development. It really just taught me what acting really was. You know, and then, you know, got into the program there, got into the schooling there, at the Bear Group Theater School, study there. And yeah, that's what their acting chops started off. And then I moved back to New Jersey, and because at the time I couldn't afford to pay for my school any longer, guys. So I only did like half a semester there, but that was like the semester of with all the acting activities in class. So it's very like we performed scenes, like monologues, like it was just so dope. I learned so much. But I moved back to Jersey, and I didn't like get into my creative endeavors for like a year. I was like a party animal, you know. Those were one of those years where I was just a party animal. And then I got back into the groove, and you know, basically why I wanted to become a writer, and filmmaker too. Like how that happened was I just felt like it was always meant to happen. Like I would love writing stories when I was younger. When I was in like second, you know, third grade, I would be like very detailed and intricate with what I'm, you know, creating and the characters that I'm creating. And I used to write stuff in my notebook and get excited about that. So I guess like that's the little origins going on there. But basically, like auditions, when I was in New York, auditions didn't really work out. My resume wasn't really fat. So it's just like me, like, and I didn't have the connections like you would as like college. Like when you go to a college, a school, you know, when you go to acting for college, you take fine arts in college, you know, you have more networks, you have more access, you have more stuff. I didn't have none of that. So I had to like find my own groove through backstage.com. And then you're like relying on like student film projects, with, you know, with their own vision of who they want to play. So, you know, at that time, I think I was able to be in 2 films, a couple little commercials. I had a little, you know, I had to sign into a little agency, you know what I mean? But you know, felt like it just wasn't coinciding with my work schedule. Like you know, my agency wanted me to, you know, sacrifice every gig for, you know, taking off work. And I know that's part of the game, but I just chose money at that time over that. So yeah, I had that little experience a little bit. But yeah, you know, so I came back to Jersey, and I actually got some good theater experience too. And I was able to be in 3 plays. That'll be Fences. A lot of you guys know Fences by August Wilson. You know, The Color Museum. Yeah, that I can't explain that on here. That's something you're gonna have to look up and just figure out. It's such an amazing piece of genius work. The Color Museum. I enjoy play that. I played 2 characters, by the way, and I also played in Annie. I believe it's called Annie. I played Daddy Warbucks. If I'm wrong, guys, correct me. And I can't thank my beautiful beloved friend Danielle for putting me on. She's a director herself, period. Like she is just amazing, and she just put the show together, and she saw something in me, and she brought me along, and it was just dope to be a part of what she was creating for us as the actors there. And it's nothing like the theater experience, guys. Let me tell you something. Being up there and like feeling the energy from the crowd, and you know, just being up there and being in a space where you could just be, and like, yeah, you would think it's like really scary and nerds because you're like, oh well, it's not film, you know, you could mess up. Well, no, know your lines, know it very well, get up there and just go give it. And the family aspect of being along amongst your, you know, your co-stars, you know, your fellow actors that's right next to you. And that was really dope and big for me to be in that space. Like I really needed that experience too. It also helped me become an even more better actor as I went along. But even with that, so but yeah, you know, as I wasn't getting auditions. So when we go back to the film side, I just wanted to take control. I wanted to pull a Jay-Z and say, I want to create my own film. I want to do it my own self. So I did that. And it turned out that I was able to make a film, you know, and be a filmmaker. And I didn't go to film school. I taught myself how to write a screenplay, format it. I'm still learning, guys, about it all. But yeah, I was able to create a film called Her and Then Some. It's about a girl who deals with infidelity and mental abuse after years and years, and she decides to respond with a dark perspective. You know, she decides to not take the bull crap no more by darkness, like through darkness. And yeah, like a thriller situation going on there, huh? So it's actually on this YouTube channel, the Primer Network. Or Primer Network. And actually, this show is Primer Network Presents the Rise and Prime Show. Isn't that cool? This is a network, guys. This channel is actually a network, by the way. But it's on there, guys. If you want to check it out. I was thankful for it to get accepted into two film festivals. Newark International Film Festival and Queen City Film Festival. Queen City Film Festival is my hometown, Plainville, New Jersey's film festival. I was thankful for both festivals. To just recognize me. That was just an amazing experience. And what was amazing, because the pandemic affected all the red carpets, Newark International Film Festival did a virtual one, which is cool. But my own hometown did a drive-in movie experience. And I always wanted to like go to a drive-in movie setting and watch a movie in the car. I always wanted to do that. I know they used to do that, back in the day in movies, and I always wanted to do it. So check out me always wanting to do it. And then the first time it happens, it's my film playing up there in this driving movie experience, and everybody's like tuning into the radios in the car, and everybody's watching it, and like, this is amazing. It was just such a great experience, and shouts out to Lamar Maxon for putting that together. It was just so genius, and I think that it just made all of the filmmakers that were in that you selected for the drive-in movie lineup just feel special. It was just something to just see your work up there, and to see people seeing your work, because your work is basically what's in your brain. Like I was in the room and I created that. Like I just remember writing it, and I would get excited to tell my friends who probably may or may not have cared, but I'm writing this. I remember I was creating that in the trenches. It started out as a notebook, like through words, and it turned into film and and images and stuff like that. And it's just so amazing where I came from on that. I went the trials and tribulations with that film. I did. And it's a short film that's 10 minutes and 45 seconds. It was originally 2020. I said 2020. Look at me saying 2020. It is 2020. 20 plus minutes. And I just cut that banger down, just went through, like, it was a lot of like stuff I went through, but I'll probably even do a commentary episode on that or something like that. I always wanted to do that. Matter of fact, we're going to do that anyway, so expect that, one of the episodes of me breaking down my film. But anyway, so yeah, and I was thankful for that. And that's just my little filmmaker. That's my first film. Again, I've never been to film school, and I just, listen, guys, you don't have to go to a certain, pay a whole bunch to learn something. I mean, listen, YouTube, Google, that's it. YouTube, Google. Like Google University, YouTube University, it's free. Okay, it's free. And that's how I learned. Big part of how I learned. Big way of how I learned. Guys, use your resources, guys. Use your resources. Okay, beat the system. Okay, let's do that. But yeah, so so that is basically my my story as a creator, guys. You'll get to know me even more, but I'm a person full of love. I'm a person full of just light. Obviously we all had our dark and light times, but in this year I had a spiritual awakening. I say spirituality for you guys to understand, but yeah, we'll get into that too. You guys will get to know more about that. I'm just lighter, and this year has been like such a great year. It has. Listen, guys. And this will be what the next episode is about. Basically the next episode will be about 2020 and why it's brighter than you think. And I will, share my 2020 experience and what I went through, and we'll just talk about it, guys. And I want to hear about what you guys are, what you guys are going through. What did you go through the pandemic, and how did you see it? Can't wait to talk about that with you guys. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. Also, too, another thing about me. So I can't be up here and say and not say that of this notion here. I am heavily aligned with LGBT, guys. Yes, I'm rainbow down. Okay, honey. Okay, sis. Yes, honey. For those who are listening, I'm a person that grew up in a heavily masculine environment around sports and different things like that. And I just saw different sides to me. I'm a blend of masculine energy and feminine energy. I'm both. I'm the duality. Like, I just feel like I don't even like to label myself anymore. You know what I mean? I'm like just, I'm just everything and anything. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm rainbow down, and I'm proud to say so. And anybody who has an issue, and just bothers you or whatever, because that will be a part of, I mean, not like I'm going to be like, hey, yes, bitch, yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, honey. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck that was, but like, I'm just, well, listen, here's the thing. Okay. I'm going to be how I want to be. Like, what am I talking about? I could be yes, honey for the show, whatever. But no, I mean, that's not nor I get like that around the girls. I'm not around the girls right now. I'm around me. So but I could get, both. I could be, the funniest thing about me is this, right? So the fact that I'm heavily aligned with LGBT, like I'm a rainbow man right here. I'm rainbow down. Like, listen, that masculine energy in me loves sports, loves the masculine things, love all things, masculine and different things like that. Like, come on, I'll sit down with you and get rowdy and play Madden and beat you and destroy you in Madden. And the next, be around the girls are like, yeah, sis, honey, and let's do this and do that. Like, it's like a duality here. And I love giving all of it. And I don't give a crap who does not like it anymore. I'll probably have a whole episode about that. Pride. You know what I mean? I enjoyed myself when I was at Pride. I had a great time at Pride, guys. Matter of fact, we're going to have a whole episode about that. But yes, I just wanted to release that to you guys. I want to be as transparent as possible. But anyway, yeah. So, what I was saying with that, yeah, if you have a problem with it, then skedaddle, guys. It's okay. You don't have to be here long for the ride. If you even made it this far to even hear me say that part, that's amazing. Listening to me, watching me, just thank you for just even coming this far. All right, so basically, so let me just get into, to close out the show, let's get into what the show is going to be about. Like, again, I've explained it. We're going to break down, analyze, and dissect topics. I mean, the topics can be from any kind of category, any kind of type, any kind of genre, any kind of whatever. We're going to go all over the spectrum with this. And yeah, I'm going to have a juicy lineup of topics, and we're just going to break it down and give our perspectives about it. And yeah, just this is a show where we, aim to garner our perspectives and garner what we feel inside. And I want you guys to be a part of it. I want you guys to, be inclusive with this. I want you guys to have an opinion, to have a discussion. You guys can disagree. It's okay. Nobody's wrong here. That's the rules here. Everybody just gives their perspectives. Get in the YouTube comments, okay, with this channel. Also, if you're not following me, follow me at IG at Akasha Prime. That's AKASHA Prime. And also, follow me on Facebook, Amir Prime, and hit me up, DM me, whatever, if you want to talk, if you had a little questions about the episode, anything like that. Yeah, definitely. That's what I want it to be. I want it to be a family, guys. And also too, I'll be opening up, for you guys to have topic, give me topic suggestions. And if I go with your topic, if I align with your topic, you guys will get a shout out and get credit. And that's like, I just feel like that's really dope. Like you'll be a part of the production of this show. And that's amazing. Yeah. So like, next, I'll build an episode around the topic you suggested. That's so dope. Yeah, send your suggestions always, guys. Again, contact me through these ways. And we will also have guests on the show. We will be breaking down it and dissecting and analyzing them, and we will reel them into the topics. So, I'll probably have like maybe a set day for the releases of the interviews on the episodes, and probably just, a day for the episode topic and just me up here. Hope you guys love me and just love to just watch me do this or listen to me. Hopefully you can grow that love. We're not forcing it. Primarily, we're going to premiere Sundays, and maybe Wednesdays will be a day for the interviews to show. So I'll let you guys know through promo. You guys will know. But yeah, that's basically the gist of this show. Also, too, when we start shows, because I didn't do it for this one, yet the quote of the show is "You are what you manifest," and that is really big, and that's really big important to just because it's the embodiment of the show, right? There's an intro going on, right? I've explained to you a little bit about me and stuff like that. But just know that what we can get from talking about me or talking about what I was talking about is just all that I've manifested and that I'm doing right now. This very show and podcast, I manifested, I visualized. I remember just getting all the setup and getting the things to get this done and giving myself a platform and a stage to just give my voice out. That's very important to me. I love to just use my voice and use my verbal acumen and just to I just love embodying my soul and getting it out in this way. So that's just, I manifested all this, and guys, go after what you want and create it and build it and go through the process. It's worth it when you get to see what you created. Like I said, when I saw my film on the big screen, I manifested all of that, and it just came into fruition. And that's really dope. I think those things are dope because we are the creators, guys. We are the gods. We'll even have an old episode about that. Okay, because we are in control of how our world operates, how everything goes for us. But yeah, I mean, that again, that's basically the show. We'll have like little segments, little different things like that. Like we'll have like a Prime of the Week situation where like somebody does something so great, spectacular, amazing, awesome, excellent, align it with Prime or something like that. Well, as we go on, we'll just evolve. This show will definitely most likely be different from this episode. And I hope so, right? This is like the prelude to the episode. It's like the prologue, you know what I mean? But I guess you can say this is the first episode. This basically is, but the first topic episode is the next one. And we'll be talking about 2020 and why it's brighter than you think. That's going to be very interesting, guys. But listen, again, thank you for coming. Thank you for just starting this journey with me. I hope we can stay together and I hope we can just build this relationship organically. But yeah, I'm overjoyed about this. I'm just, because the fact when you visualize something and then you're in it and then you're doing it, it's just a great feeling, guys. But listen, okay. We are going to go out of this world. We are going to go beyond this universe, beyond the Akasha. The Akasha. What does Akasha mean? Look it up. Akasha. It's also my IG name, as I explained. But we're going to go above and beyond. And guys, we are also going to do this. We are all going to rise and prime. Guys, thank you for coming. Tune in to the next episode. Listen, Prime is out. Deuces. Bye-bye. Light and love. Ta-ta. Mwah.